Hello. Well, what's on? It's still bloody hot here. Don't know what it's like where you are. Yesterday morning I got up at some stupid hour, about 4 o'clock in the morning I think, and on the Farming Today programme and probably all over the BBC all day they were banging on about this new contraceptive that they're going to feed grey squirrels, like it's the answer to all of their prayers. But I think a lot of the real animal rights people will be rubbing their hands together and saying, oh, we told you it could be done, and we told you it could be done. But speaking to a friend of mine who does this for a living, he's quite right in that he says, you know, no one single thing will cure the problem. They need to work away and bring down the grey squirrel numbers gradually using a number of methods. Whether the pill's got an active role to play, I don't know. I'm not very keen, because I think that whenever we've introduced chemical methods to control things and disease and so on, it's always ended up going wrong somehow, and so I'm very suspicious of it. If it works, brilliant. It's another tool in the box to help them to reduce the numbers of grey squirrels. I think it's got a place in the rural areas, but having just been in London recently where people feed the squirrels in the parks there, I can't see it happening. I really can't see it happening. Anyway, enough of my ugly mug. I thought I'd just spin you around in a minute and give you a very quick tour of the garden and show you a progress report, because as I said in my previous film, it is heaving with produce at the moment, and I expect it's the same for everybody. Some things have done well and some things haven't done so well. So I'll give you a quick tour. So we'll start off here. I've gradually levelling this area off and grass seeding it over. There's going to be another 40-inch bed, or another 20-inch grass path here up through there, and then another 40-inch bed next to it, and hopefully I'm going to get a greenhouse and a decent sort of workshop there somewhere eventually. Anyway, you can see the tobacco that I put in, the first lot I put in, is thriving. It is needing a bit of water because we are bone dry down here at the moment, but you can see that these plants are doing really well. Interesting fact about these tobacco plants is that if they come under attack, they change their chemical structure. So if slugs start eating them, for example, they change their chemical structure and make themselves repellent to slugs. So very, very easy to grow. One of the things as part of the tobacco project is I've got to build a fermentation box this year, and fermentation is the process of keeping it at a certain temperature and a certain humidity, and you basically sweat all of the nasty stuff, well, not all of the nasty stuff, but some of the nasty stuff out of the tobacco, like ammonia. So I've got that's a little bit of a project for some point very soon. As you can see, we've got black currants just coming through. The birds are having more of them than us at the moment, but if you look, they're nice little fruits. Gooseberries, we've had some friends come over on Saturday. They picked 2 bucketfuls, and the old man picked a bit yesterday. Raspberries are giant. They're going to be laden with fruit. This lot here in the vegetable garden are an earlier variety, so they're just coming on now. If you look here, you can see that the top end of the veg garden up there, it is never doing as well these days, because this hedge has just got out of hand really. I need to lay it, so that's my winter project, sorted out to get that hedge laid and made properly and let a bit more light and air in to the top end of the garden. Onions have been disappointing this year, to say the least. We normally do really well with onions, but they've been rubbish. I think it's because it's just been so dry. It was very dry in May. First lot of broad beans, which went in on the 1st of May, runner beans, went in on the 1st of May, the first half. They're in flower now, so we'll have runner beans coming out of our ears before very long, and the top half are climbing well. Broad beans are cropping at the moment. We've had a couple of good pickings off those. Peas have cropped. We've had quite a lot of peas, and as you can see, we've already taken the pea haulm down, because what's going in there next is leeks, because this is going to be this bed will be alliums next year, so we'll have leeks in this end of the bed, so a couple of rows of early leeks and then a couple of later ones. This wonder wall is just what it says on the tin, really. It's a wonderful thing. We've got cabbages there, which we're picking already, and kale, and I've got some lettuces in there, which are they were just filling the gap really. But the brassicas that are coming out of there are clean, insect free, absolutely smashing. Really pleased with this Wonderwall. Wish we'd done it sooner. As you can see, the asparagus has gone to fern, which it always does at this time of year, and you can tell it's dry because the comfrey that we've got growing here is really suffering from lack of water. We don't, generally speaking, we don't water in the garden. If you get stuff in early enough, gets its roots down. We're on clay soil, so yeah, we don't generally water, and apart from anything else, we haven't got the water spare. So I have done some watering, like the tobacco. That's the rhubarb where my boys are buried. Apples, yeah, this tree is absolutely loaded. I'm not very fond of this tree because it's right in my way. And the pear tree this year, there's not a lot of fruit on it. There's a few little pears like that, but they're not very big, as you can see. So they're a bit of a disappointment. I've started trimming this hedge. In fact, I started a few weeks ago. It's on a different film, but I had to go yesterday as well, the other side of it. Started to bring it down, but it was just too bloody hot for working like that. Interesting thing on the back of my quad bike there, which will feature in another film. So I'll let you have a guess what it's for. But there it is. If you want to have a guess, stick some comments down there. Let me know what you think it is. There's some heavy duty clues around here. Anyway, Daisy the digger's there. It needed some TLC really, but you know, she's been in use. And obviously I didn't pick any elderflowers this year because I was away. So we're going to have a few elderberries, I think. If I can get to them before the birds do, I might make a gallon of elderberry wine. Very fond of that. Yeah, as you can see, I joked with my friend John, who owns this land. I joked with him earlier on when we were moving some bullocks about. Guess what I just saw? A blade of grass, because it is absolutely bone dry down here. I have never known quite such a bad grass growing year. Anyway, that'll do for now. I'll sign off, say goodbye, and catch up with you all soon. Bye.